Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Crumstree. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And it's a bunch formation. With the draw play. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They finally get it down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the handoff. A quick shoot. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's a wide receiver screen. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Touchdown, Alabama, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
See if they can convert the point after. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Powerful offense is back on the field. Coming off the 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Grab made by the tight end. Good enough for first down yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the wideout goes in motion. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And the Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. QB bootlegs here. Looking to scramble. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. First down, looking to throw the football. On the move now. Dumps a short go down to the running back. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down at 10. The back's got it. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back in motion now. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks to the left. Pass caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Took contact on the throw. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but it's enough to convert on third down and set him up first and goal at the 10.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. The ball is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, anytime you see a defense sit back and cover 2, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down.
Nice Nice job here by this back picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James, throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here's a screen pass to the running back.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Swarmed by the pass rush and sack.
I like the aggressive call here by this offensive coordinator trying to throw the football in 2nd inches, maybe catch the defense napping. The quarterback lost track of time in the pocket. Now it's a much friendlier 3rd down for this defense.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Who makes the grab? Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
6th play of the drive coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Makes the catch downfield. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Hey, a 1st down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tiny space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. It's a draw to the back. Lorenzo has a lane. Touchdown, Ducks, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Automatic on the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
That massive gain has set him up at the 41-yard line, enemy territory. Ball handed off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The receiver makes the catch. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Running back has it on the screen now. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. And here's the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Looking to throw it on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. They just have to be smart.
So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Powers all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT puts him in front by 7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can he make something happen? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Has the first down and more. Breaks loose at the 45. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Makes it look easy. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's reeled in. It's Knox. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Looking deep down the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris. I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking to throw yet again. Finds his target, and it's complete. And wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Powers through. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
What a job by this offense picking up the first down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Knox. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They finish off the scoring drive. So with playoff pressure group, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
They had the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Catch made on the left side.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. Wants to throw it. The pass rush closing in. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Heavy blitz look here, pre-snap. Ending off on the draw play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Oh, what a grab! Tackle made after a big gain. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And it brings certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Great catch when they desperately needed it. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Offense coming back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moving right down the field. The defense make adjustments. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grabbed by the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That catch makes it a more manageable third down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Design quarterback run. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on fourth. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Complete with the running back. But can he get there? And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get him to fourth down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Over the middle, it's Knox. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. Do you think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest?
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on 2nd down. Grinding away on the ground. And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
they're going for it. Looking for a receiver. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. Fourth down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Wings in the end zone. Touchdown, tie. This offense is still clicking. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense, adding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. The pass is intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. Nice grab. It's Knox. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a 1st down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. There's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Unfortunately, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on.